Welcome everyone, back with the latest time trial video, where I go through my best lap and show you if I'm able to get gold driving in automatic. And hopefully show other drivers who attempt this in automatic that if I was able to be fast enough, then it can be done. Sometimes, I'm not fast enough, or the elite drivers make the gold target out of reach, and I'll have to switch to manual. I'll showcase those laps in these videos as well. I do all my driving on controller, and in time trials, I drive with assists on, which are countersteering, ASM, ABS, and traction if needed. I'm also using the braking area, apex markers, and chasing one of the leader's ghost. The second part of this video will be the chase cam view, so you can see the full position of the car through turns as I'm driving. With all that being said, let's jump right into the lap and show you how I did. This week's time trial is at Circuit de Sainte Croix and the Genesis X Grand Racer VGT concept. I have my traction set at 2 in the Genesis. That's the highest you should go. Turn 1, I use the 100 board and start braking just before it. Brake till past the area, then back on the throttle as I hit the apex. For this left, I use the 100 board again, but start braking quite a bit before it, which is around the third red bar. Let off as I get to the last red bar, coast for a second, then back on the throttle about halfway around the turn. The next left, I use the 50 board, and again brake a bit before it, let off after I pass the area, and back on the throttle at the apex. On this right, I start braking just as I pass the beginning of the curve. I let off around the second last bar, but had to tap the brake again to keep my line. On the next right, I use the first red bar, let off as I pass the third last bar, let it coast, and again on the throttle at the apex. Here I use the green at the beginning of the curve, brake till the end of the area, let it coast, then throttle again at the apex. On this right, I use the first red bar, let off as I approach the last bar, coast, and on the throttle just before the apex this time. On this right, I use the first red bar, let off as I approach the last bar, coast, and on the throttle just before the apex this time. Here I use the green at the start of the curve. I let off as I got to the 50 board, but had to tap the brake again at the end of the area, coast quickly, then on the throttle on the exit. For this right, I use the 100 board, let off just after the area, coast around the apex, and back on the throttle on the exit. On this left, I use the 100 board, keep braking as I approach the inside curve, coast past the apex, then throttle out on the exit. Here I brake in between the 150 board and the second red bar, let off just as I passed the area, but had to tap the brake again, give a quick tap of the throttle, coast around the second turn, then throttle on the exit. On this left, I ended up taking a wider line. I used the second red bar, let off just before the last red bar, and back on the throttle just right before the apex. Final turn, I start braking just as I pass the start of the red and white of the curve, let off at the last red bar, and back on the throttle as I pass the apex. I already had a gold time that had a chance of making it to the end, but I felt I could hit a high 240, and I just barely made it with a 249.60, almost a full second under the gold target time, and should definitely be good till the end. Now I leave you with the chase cam view. Hope this video can help all my fellow automatic drivers get themselves that gold. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you, and see you in the next video.